A team that many have slept on throughout this event and many have come to regret doubting. Falcons, the most recent victim, falling prey to them just yesterday. It's a convincing start in this pistol. As FaZe get turned to dust on this push through mid, it's just Frozen left in the 1v5.
Yeah, and if there's one thing you can't doubt, it's this young player of Insani at his second major looking to put on a show. MIBR come through with a clean and clear pistol as Insani puts him down with the dualies. MIBR just looking to convert quick and clean on this second round. There's only Glocks and Deagles. Simple, the one guy to buy in. The one guy wants to take the flak for his team. I like how the Des talked about that, him maybe taking the pressure off his teammates in a matchup like this. But we still do need him to perform, right? It can't just be empty, hollow words. Simple has got to show up today for FaZe. FaZe going for the B hit. They're leaving Elige to work late in middle. Grouping up behind this smoke. 2 players are in the bomb site. Third is watching the flank. How long does Safe hold on before Elige activates?
Starting to go now. It's being held and considered. Safe will get the spot. Elige still lost on this lurk. Just buying time for his teammates. They've got to break through. The B hold and Rain will offer up a double. There's Elige in the kill feed next. Gonna get dropped out over here in middle. That was a 4-on-2. 1 kill gifted over to the SMG, but that might feel like a tempting save now for MIBR.
Yeah, with an AK in middle, they're going to go grab it. I don't think they're looking at this round, though. Good work for Elige to still find value after his position was given away. Could have hunted down Safe, chose to pick the safer option and go back. And he's put it in position.
Yeah, keen to put it to work. An immediate post on towards stairs, and that allows Lukowski to try and walk up here. Orb covering him.
Saw that.
Gonna close the gap onto the stairs fight. That's an important trade from Rain. Make sure that Simple's death is not in vain.
Yeah, good that they still escape. They don't overplay that MIBR. Smoke comes down, they play behind it. Safe gets to look elsewhere with the orb. That elsewhere is here. Nice active stance for MIBR, keeping pressure on. That orb holding the line now means MIBR know this one can't end B. That could free up a rotation, one that will be needed as Elige cracks open middle. A is currently undefended.
It's a promising start on this round from Elige though, right? He's in a very important position here. He's all on his lonesome out in mid, fighting this whole area of the map.
FaZe
It's
probably
a one-man army while the rest of the gang are kind of grouping for this A hit. Elige continues to put pressure on. Insani will deal with him. Frozen pulls up into mid just a little bit later, trying to go delayed and cut down these players in rotation.
paranoia.
Smoking at camera though, that's going to waste time for FaZe Clan. Forces Frozen to have to come through this smoke. Safe is on the line. Just went to depart, and so Frozen's been able to get out. Deals with both players up in heaven. That's a huge push through from Frozen. It's Insani left to beat. 1 versus 2 rolled out in front of him, and he has hit this golden timing. He's made it past Frozen and Rain.
If he went, 2 backs turned.
They have no idea he's here. That's the double lined up. Insani plays it to perfection. Finds that tiny window, that tiny gap, and cuts down FaZe Clan in the clutch.
Oh, that's just a face in hands moment for FaZe. A round you really hate to lose when Frozen does so much. Both players don't consider it for a second, and that's an MIBR who get paranoid. Safe who looks away from the angle, lets Frozen in. Insani who rotates out middle as Frozen hits that lurk. He makes up for it. Smoke timings have been annoying. Frozen getting hounded down. MIBR, they know where the FaZe players are.
Bruno just gets flashed in there, but it's turning from the flash that sacrifices him to the opening. Exit now trapped in behind default, gonna get clothesline. That's Elige through middle. On another one of these lurks, they've given up Carrigan, and with it the advantage in this post plant. Seen teams make this mistake versus MIBR in the major already. Another kill comes through here to tip the scales, but Elige and Simple combine for that conversion. Back and forth we go to open up this first half.
Oh, it's got to drop off. They're very quick. FaZe getting that con control untested here by MIBR. It's really just Insani or it's nothing.
like to think he's the man for the job, though. Gonna get run through by the Carrigan MAC-10.
It's more than a one-man job, that B site. Nice tag. Simple trying to play proper.
Safe as well, yeah. Like not going back in, not double dipping on that fight. Has a lot more to lose than to gain by chasing it down.
Yeah, we've seen Simple be more risk averse in this tournament in the FaZe jersey. Oh, I think you saw him there, no? Oh, doubted it. Oh.
Weird now.
Trust your instincts.
It's a little odd. Simple definitely thinks something's up.
God, the timing.
Oh, the timings are so rough.
Oh.
So that AWP will get recovered.
Elige should have it. Second kill is getting expensive for FaZe. Just clean it up, Elige, and he will. Gets that AWP back for Simple. That Molly buys time for the player to get back behind the doors. Oh, Elige eats the Molly, but the flash doesn't stop Exit, somehow forcing that 5v4.
He's done really well to get out with that, right? There was a full setup for FaZe to try and flush him out of the mid doors, but he just plays ahead of it on a good timing.
Hello.
Here's the reaction for FaZe Clan, though. A flash to tee up Rain, taking away this main space, and he even saw them trying to get back up on the fountain, so he's expecting more fights here. You also spotted Util coming in, not from that player at fountain, so there was a lot of info behind that peak. Still losing Carrigan early is awkward. Lukowski on this reposition, snapped out the air, Frozen has found him to keep this one 3-on-3. Push out through main. They're trying to close the gap on Simple, and Exit hits a blinder. This guy in this round has been so impactful for MIBR. Captain leads by example, backstab on Frozen, and what a turnaround. Exit has no business getting away with that hat trick.
That was MIBR panicking. They thought FaZe were hitting the B bomb site after that entry. They run out A main. Simple hears it, misses his shot, and the cover from stairs is not good enough. Needing both kills to make that happen. Exit so sharp onto Rain, and no time. Frozen has to run.
Something a little different here for MIBR, feeling like they've sat back and been at the mercy of FaZe in these rounds. They'll creep out through middle. Elige is the guy meant to be keeping an eye on this part of the map, but he wasn't ready for that type of move. And so it's another round where Exit, on the back of these challenges through mid, has found an opener for his team.
So brazen. Doing it again on low health as well. Exit trying to get everything he can out of this mid position, thwart FaZe's game plan, stop Elige from getting comfortable. He's done a great job in these last couple of gun rounds. Down low again, didn't stop him last time. FaZe grouping for the A play, but this walk through water is going to catch them very quickly.
Well, Carrigan said before this, he knew they like to play a Wolfpack style. They like this grouped counter-strike. Might have been aware of that coming in, but it's not made dealing with these group plays any easier.
One more though.
It's a blinder of a shot from Simple, but they still don't know just how many players have crept through their back line. FaZe are going to try battle forward. Simple hit a real nice shot to open this up, but he's going to need 4 more of them. Nadeful's just shy of punishing this player up in heaven for now. Exit gets to stay alive.
What?
Breno not so lucky, and Exit tries to swing and lend a helping hand. Simple's dropped that bomb across, and that frees him up to go back and hold on a main. Simple's not missing right now. That's the 3rd kill in this round from FaZe's AWP. Are they ready for safe? 1 kill in the game so far. You've been waiting for a Simple highlight. You've been waiting to feel his impact in the server. When this smoke fades, another chance could arrive for Simple. He's been spotted though. Safe has this info. Safe knows that he's pinned in at the fountain. Frozen gonna swing out first. He's got Simple's back.
We can always win. I don't care how.
And that's a 2v5 from FaZe Clan. Simple and Frozen keep this lead tucked firmly in the FaZe Clan camp.
We can always win, says Carrigan. Doesn't matter how. And that is a great example of it. FaZe in a 2v5, Simple in a late round, closing it out with Frozen as well.
Nice! Faster! Do it! Good fucking shit! We can always win! I don't care how!
And so 2 players with a bit of a quiet start here for MIBR.
Yeah,
even though they're making the regular moves, they're playing the usual style, yet to truly have their impact.
Oh, maybe a bit of an uppity pace here for FaZe. Again, this bomb control has been so tempting. They just fake it and go right into this B-bomb site. This is incredible for Karrigan. Completely catches them off guard. They're forcing repositions now. There's still a kill for MIBR, but the nade is quick. And FaZe in, FaZe out, FaZe everywhere on this B site.
That's 2 of your heavy hitters dead. Insani and Lukowski fall first in this B hold. This is where the rest of the gang are supposed to pick it up, but not with Rain. Falling down on MIBR's parade. It's just Breno, 1 versus 3. 2 kills in this first half so far. And as he moves out through the spawn, this site has been lost for a long while. Every single corner could harbor a FaZe Clan player. He doesn't have time on his side to play it slow. They'll come, they'll fight him directly. Simple closes us out, and FaZe Clan 4 in a row down this stretch to win out the T side of Anubis.
Rain's trying to block a smoke, it looks like.
MIBR now moving over onto this T half. Pistol round feels like a requirement. That would get them off to a real hot start. For 4-8, game is far from over. Game is far from done, and this pistol round closes the gap up very nicely for MIBR if it comes through. Breno trying to take aggression up into the heavens, will get overran. Simple and Rain pry open this site for the retake. FaZe are chomping at the bit, moving in. Insani falls next. Safe trying to hold on, he's got 1 kill. Gets his second there and leaves Exit in this clutch. This guy was very impactful in that first half. A lot of the rounds that MIBR found can be attributed to Exit, but not this pistol. Frozen and Elige lock the doors.
Their rotations will not be far. Elige is moving the wrong way, though.
I mean, this type of round is definition of high risk, high reward.
It's got to pay off.
For MIBR, they might have just risked this entire first map on this force buy. Simple closes the distance, his teammates lobbing shots through the smokes overhead, and there's Simple playing his hand. Bomb away from MIBR. Insani still in the picture here, 13 kills deep. You know this guy as one of the stars of Brazilian Counter-Strike. And he's the one trying to keep this round going, covering from far on the AK. That bomb's been picked up. MIBR, with 50 seconds left, they're going to look to get tricky with this. 2 versus 3, and they're playing the long game.
Yeah, how long until FaZe start to move back in, especially with that smoke fading soon? FaZe will start to get more info. They'll realize Rain's re-cleared the site. They know that MIBR are going to be leaving, so FaZe need to get on going now. Karrigan starts to run back. MIBR attempt to re-aggress, but Rain's retaking this space. He gets prior warning. That's info. 1 for 1 on Insani. Can he finish this round with an ace clutch?
He's been given the runway for a plant, but they start charging at him. And there's the collapse upon Insani, who does all he can to keep that round burning for MIBR. 3 kills deep, as you say.
But both of those games, I will note, FaZe were never really in it. They were blown out 2-0 by underdogs. FaZe are going to have the momentum in their pocket after Anubis.
We've got to see, you know, 2 very different looking FaZe clans in these series they played. In the BO1s, they were dominant victories. In the BO3s, dominant losses. And so FaZe coming into this, winning by a very clear margin. Easy to think, is it going to be another quick day in the office for FaZe Clan? Insani looking to complicate matters, but he can't get past this double mid-hold that's been a fixture at a FaZe CT side.
Every time Rain has needed one, he's delivered, but mollied out behind the site this time. There's nowhere to go. Simple's low. Don't play first. You got to wait for your team. Oh, dear.
Deny that plant. Takes the damage off the molly. As a result, it's Frozen to open up this retake.
Wow.
And he might just follow through single-handedly. His teammates aren't even here. Frozen, 1-man army. 4 kills to find map point for FaZe Clan.
When you consider the implications, being so close yet again, like Shanghai, and falling short of a deeper run. What could have been for MIBR? 0-2 in BO1s. It took time to wake up, and FaZe ready to put him to bed. Tucked in, tight. And good night, MIBR. A knockout blow here on Anubis. Frozen has played incredibly well, 20-6. Rain's position once again might just be good for one more, and maybe that's all it takes here to shunt FaZe over a map up in this series. Their opponents pickpocketed. One wrong step. Exit will check. But he's still got to group up with his teammate a long way away, and Frozen is keen, willing to take every single engagement in this game. Karrigan's finished off Insani. Exit, I got bad news.
And that's the worst part. His whole team is sitting here looking on, but they know this battle is over. They know this map is done. Their pick is through, and it was dominant from FaZe Clan. For the side of MIBR, their hopes in turning this series around now hinge on besting FaZe on Ancient. Their pick up next in this series. He can control the rotations in both directions here. And so stopping this B stack from linking back up with this A site is Elige's responsibility. FaZe set their sights on the donut play, and Frozen opens up. Clean tap to send FaZe Clan in.
Frozen was FaZe's star back in the last, and Elige is now looking to shoot them in the back of the head. He lets players cross through. Every single player cross through, and Elige is late in this post part. MIBR not being patient, pushing in quick, and Insani gets a quick double out of nowhere. This is getting ugly right now. Karrigan needs to secure something. He can't. Insani's third piece, and Elige says, wait, I have got the round in the palm of my hand. 3 kills for the young Brazilian, but Elige holds. He waits for his right time to strike, and it's now off the bomb. Elige with the backstab, and Insani dead, safe. A shambolic first map. I don't know how he can save this. Elige forces him off the bomb and wins the round on his own.
And for MIBR, when they were on a heater yesterday, when it felt like they were in that flow state and they'd unlocked another level to their gameplay, Experience couldn't bail out the Falcons. But here, it's a more slow start for MIBR. They're the team in the vulnerable position. The one whose efforts end up all being in vain if this map doesn't go their way. That is a tremendous amount of pressure. And so they've got to try and find a second wind here. 4 on 3, thanks to this skirmish in middle. Safe has set them up with a mad advantage.
Where to go? Smokes are faded. This donut one will go soon, and so pressure is on FaZe to plant, but they can't. MIBR are poking and prodding, buying time for this flank. Exit might just have the round-winning kill in the palm of his hand. Looking down on the crosshair, Frozen slips away. FaZe tuck in the corner, but MIBR know they can't escape. They are still in this bomb site. Frozen clears up that flank. Things get a bit awkward now. There is a safe plant available, although FaZe don't know it. They're just trying to find these kills, and they just keep walking into FaZe crosshairs. A third one comes in, and suddenly Lucauzi plunged into a clutch. They are all so low.
Still a deceptively tricky round for FaZe Clan. 3 low players. Lucauzi, it was him and Insani hitting real hard for MIBR, trying to keep that last map going. If he can get the ball rolling here, nothing would reignite them like a 1-on-3. It's not going to come through. Clutch denied. Frozen holds it down with a big hat trick.
MIBR crumble. Nate out middle, trying to stop this fast space taking for FaZe, but Elige goes a little bit later. 4th blind, 3 players, and MIBR do get rid of him.
Try and come up with solution. They go in deep clear A main. It's a nice way to nullify this lurk, but it is going to leave them far removed from this B site play. They won't get to elbow in time to fight these players on the lane side, so they will have to embark on a flank. If Lucauzi can strike one from the tally, even slow the roll of FaZe for a second, that would be very valuable, but he's flashed off the line. MIBR now move in. Backstab's being accounted for, and it's Frozen on the angle. He gets bested. It's a very high-impact player removed. Insani double kill at 1 HP brings MIBR in for a retake. They have no business winning.
So how's he doing? He's not even trying to go for this right now. It's a call to save already been made because MIBR are stuck in the cave. Lucauzi moves in very slowly, but this bomb is already half gone. The flash turns crosshairs back. Simple lines him up. He needs the round, and he's got it. All 3 for Simple, saving that eco. For FaZe to step up, we know this is a team that loves taking the hard route, playing those final games, playing the long days. Karrigan at least wants to make it quick. Straight out middle into Donut, destroying Insani in the process. Despite the missed red smoke, Safe just can't find a kill. He can't find a pick. FaZe block it back. He's got another nade.
MIBR not given any reason to want to go for this. Another round where Lucauzi's not budging from the extremities. Are they going to try and go for this late? Flash out through the spawn. They go fishing. Elige picked up. Simple also bested, but there's layers to this. It's going to fall on a Frozen, but a lot of times ticked off this bomb already. Tap on it. Safe. Nail shots on this AWP. And that's how MIBR get on the board. It's from that safe orb.
And break FaZe's money here and now. Exit's coming through the smoke back to the cave. He'll be needed to reinforce B because FaZe are lining up and execute. Hello. Whoa.
That's a wild shot for Elige. And just everyone on FaZe winning an individual fight here has left him in a very strong position. Elige not content with the one kill he's already got.
Look at him go.
Tries to walk this smoke. Looks to get past Insani, ends up finding Safe in the back line. Second player has walked through these smokes as well. MIBR getting given no respect.
Simple's got it.
Simple is behind Insani. Smoked off by his teammate. That does make things a little weird. Gives Insani some room.
No safe for you. Nowhere is safe for MIBR. They've crept under the smoke here. MIBR don't know just how many players, and that the bomb is up in the red room. Insani's position catches Simple off guard on that smoke fade. How much do FaZe want to dedicate into what is a solo rifle in this round? They don't need to take this fight. 5-7 up close. Nate's pulled for Elige. He pays the price. 3 on 4. Insani gets a second chance, but Rain won't let him go far. 3 on 3. There's still more players here.
Shadow seen. Breno knows he's got a kill coming his way, but he's not able to find it. Swing out from Safe, and it will get punished. FaZe Clan, another one of these rounds where they find themselves on the back foot. Man disadvantage going into a stack where that one hero rifle was for MIBR.
You can see the pressure there for Safe feeling it. Even though FaZe missed that Molotov, he thinks it's landing. He swings out, not wanting to tick and burn. And they did that from disadvantage. They did that from Insani's M4 and the 5-7 in Donuts. Nothing's guaranteed here for exits, but he'll get his kills. Third player around the corner. Frozen may as well. Terrorists win. And an exit will do exactly that. 3 kills to keep the AK, to keep a chance for MIBR. But right now, FaZe are making clinical work of this game and this series. To think that there'd be 0 Danes playing in that top 16 a couple of years ago would be unimaginable. Carrigan is the sole proprietor, representing his country as Elige is doing the same, coming through the mid-smoke. FaZe collapse upon middle. MIBR don't get a chance to breathe again. Called into question the entire round as FaZe blanket A with Molotovs.
Good shot for Safe. Another chance for MIBR to attempt a retake here. Safe's kept that open. As he looks to make his move, he's playing very far ahead of his team. Okay. And it's working wonders right now. Elige next on that chopping block, and Safe bests him. The Brazilian AWPer is giving MIBR a reason to believe. They've got to stick the landing. And Rain won't make it easy. He won't let them have this for free. Backing up in a Lucauzi, that's info for Simple. Knows where both players are coming from. Timing's everything though, and they split it on a perfect time. MIBR back on the board. Just pistols in this round, MIBR. Chance for them to get the dogs. Rain has been entrusted with a hero AK. He's going to throw it up through the ramp. Safe is on this line and has had a bit of a resurgence here on Ancient.
My turn.
You want to believe that if Safe can get activated, the game that Lucauzi and Insani have been having, with the promise of Safe's AWP finding its way into the fray as well. There might still be more fight in MIBR after all. This is a clean repel of this B play. Mainly pistols here for MIBR to beat, but they keep it clean, they keep it flawless. A 5 alive round on this CT side.
I think it's inherently interesting that FaZe take that eco anyway, right? Sure, you can understand why they do. They can still buy up in the next, but most teams will just insta-buy off of losing one round after a streak of their own. FaZe take that pause, they take stock of the economy, and they do the maths. We can get more gun rounds out if we just give them one. It's actually double eco, excuse me. That was full down. They only have one rifle. FaZe just go explosive. They test the B bomb site. They answer the call.
And MIBR locked out instantly, falling down to this B rush. And you wonder if that's a bit of a mind game between FaZe and MIBR, right? You kind of show a very limp B-side play with that hero gun challenging up the ramp. MIBR certainly expected something a little bit slower after they so handedly put this B play to rest.
Cows behind the box, and MIBR put numbers on this A site. They have safe in position as well. A ghost in that first map. But here on Ancient, the reason that MIBR even have rounds, that's crazy.
Safe not missing anymore. This all good for that first kill. Important trade out of Elige, but it's Breno on the swing. Rain dead on the lurk. It's only Elige left for FaZe Clan. Puts himself in a 1v2, but there's that rotate arriving just in time. MIBR gunning for 5 on the half.
Simple caught out with nades again, though, coming out through A main, just being supportive, throwing a lot of util for this team, as we saw at Anubis. And so guns are not ready for MIBR to fight fully through that smoke. Once again, under-defended by MIBR.
These players in B probably feel like they're on a bit of a timer, though. Mid's been open for a long while, and you've been 3B all round. Even though you try and plug this hole with Insani, it's just the sheer scale of players that are coming in through Red Room that you won't be ready for. There's that lane take out of MIBR. They start to go for this control now. Safe finds a collateral in the downtime on this push out through the Red Room. Ready for a third player, and we'll lock it in. Carrigan snuffed out as well, and so MIBR chain together this final 2. If 5 rounds are enough, will that be MIBR's salvation? Can they keep this legendary major turnaround going?
Carrigan and Rain, legacy to continue. This pistol pushes them in that direction. Elige and Rain take first blood, and they look for more. MIBR stalled out right now. Lucauzi with an important kill, round in the palm of his hand. Meanwhile, his team speed up towards B, but Carrigan's already taking that space back, and Lucauzi probably should join them. It's going to be a retake on this B bomb site.
Carrigan tries to take one out of the round before that bomb is planted. Util in, that will do damage. Exit looking worse for wear.
Nowhere to go.
Right now, trapped out on this island. Insani tries to hang around and help him as a result. This is going to leave 2 players out in the open for MIBR, and so Insani starts to back off now. Exit has to fend for himself, and he can't stay alive long. Molly dropped in to deny this defuse, but it's been forced out very, very early.
Yeah.
And so sure, it keeps them off it for now, but the gunfights have to come through for MIBR. 2 on 4. Insani can't quite find this angle. Lucauzi dead, and Insani finds the kill with seconds to spare. Carrigan on it, but it doesn't feel like there's time. Insani and Lucauzi deliver for MIBR.
Oh, I got scuffed there for FaZe. They didn't know who was on the bomb, who was fighting. Carrigan changing his mind last second, going back from ramp. Elige in position to stop it. Are they really going to walk the Red Room here? It's going to leave them a little high and dry from helping their team, who are already in the bomb site. Their tag is information for Elige. He needs to act on it. Getting that 5v4 through the donut smoke, not going to happen. Frozen safeguards his sight. They come for him, they find him, and they've got room to plant.
Carrigan's called for a flash. He's coming through this. Wow. Into the site. Carrigan flashed in. And just 1 man remains. Breno makes matters interesting as he brings it down to this 1v1.
Molly.
Been a slow series from Breno. He's got Rain left to beat, who's closed the distance, up close with this SMG. Rain can't run rings around him. It's Breno with the 1v3.
Out of nowhere, when you feel like Karrigan's done enough, flash through, double kill, caught out in the open.
6-1 down to open up Ancient. And now in with a vengeance, a fast B play, a complete change of pace. FaZe Clan initially caught off guard, try to stumble back to their feet, but they can't get out with the trades. MIBR, man advantage, 3-on-2. And if they win this, it is crushing, it is crippling to FaZe Clan on this CT side.
Simple can save it.
They need a hero now more than ever, and Simple is the one in the position to do so. He snuffs out Insani on this A play. That's going to slow the roll of MIBR. They lend some time to exit out in Donut. Simple closes in and can't quite deal with the captain. So they wait for Rain to make his play.
Oh, but experience go both ways. He knows they've frozen 0 util, 0 plant with all the time. He knows they're sat back waiting for his move, his mistake. And Rain refuses to make it, waits for them. They turn back, they stop considering. That's the bomb, but Rain can't find the kill. And MIBR continue on this streak. 7 rounds straight, 5 in this T side. MIBR with backs against the wall in this game, have fought their way out of this corner. Simple denied, picking up that gun. They don't know about the MP9. Karrigan reveals his trap late. 4v2, blink and you miss it. FaZe have the bomb.
Yeah, walking in up through ramp right now. They might fall getting nothing done here though. On an off angle, he gets cleared out. Insani opens up a path to the bomb plant. A 2 versus 4 as this begins. No chance for the spam to connect. They know about Karrigan back in the cave. It's planted for long. That's the position they're going to go fight for. The only man coming from this side of the map is Frozen late through this smoke. That's info for MIBR. The only question mark right now is Elige. He's the one guy they don't know the whereabouts of. A lot of times ticked off this bomb already. FaZe just aren't being given the kills. Molly now put down on that bomb, but the gap closed. That Molotov might have done enough. That last second Molly lobbed in means FaZe can't defuse. They can't get there in time. And so MIBR, the streak continues.
2v4, but they refuse to go down.
I mean, look, I think it's so sick and it speaks volumes to the problems that there were back on Anubis. Look at what the reactivation of Safe has done. You're getting the same sort of mileage out of Insani and Lukowski, but now there's just more players around them. Line up here for Frozen. This was the guy in the first half that was making a real difference for FaZe Clan. Well, he's done his part in the round. Slowed the roll of MIBR, denied this A play, and now they get blocked. The round resets.
Will Elige get this info, or will he pay with his life?
It's a very hard line to try and take with the orb bearing down upon you. Shadow spotted and a free pickup from the Safe AWP. It's his activation that felt like it's made all the difference. Yeah. But they're going right into the arms of Simple. Orb makes it out. Orpa's looking to clash. 20 seconds left in this round. Bomb out in no man's land. There should be no winning this for Safe. Time is not on his side, and the Orb has him in a box. Simple with a pivotal 2K. The play has to work. They've got the room. They've got the control they were looking for. Now they have to show us what the big idea was, what the big picture is. They're wrapping in through the spawn. Simple can hear this. Out on an island of Brody, he's missed the timing. Tech9s find the openers. Insani on the board next, cutting down players on the lurk. For Elige and Rain, money's not a problem. They can justify giving this 2v4 a look in. MIBR have got no reason to fight them. And this might just peter out. Elige isn't even attempting this. Rain is out on his own right now, and he's been spotted and dealt with. MIBR dig deep. They take all the pace out of the round. That is such a good realization from this MIBR squad. Third player starting to lean over. Karrigan full commits to this wrap round. MIBR, if they stick to their guns, they will be going into 3 players. Rain plays ahead of this util. Carrigan connects with one on the spam. This is for all the marbles. Is there still more rounds in the tank for FaZe Clan? Rain and Simple, overwhelmed. Frozen on a wide swing answers the call. And FaZe stay in this.
But it matters not to Frozen. He'll do it on his own.
Look, this B site has felt problematic at times. It's going to get tested here in the final round of play, the final round of regulation. MIBR with nothing but Tech 9s, and this one hero gun are searching for the victory here and now. They think their way in is past Rain at this B hole.
Oh no!
Carrigan dead first, and FaZe left on the back foot.
The smoke.
They're going to backstab Rain. They have full control. Elige arrives fast up through ramp. 3 versus 3. Full chaos, full speed. Flash in. And Elige and Frozen hit the go button now. Simple giving chase right from behind them. Nothing open. MIBR are peeking, not going too soon. Important trade from Simple, but it's kept the numbers even. Insani overran. FaZe have just got to find this last player, this last man. Lukowski unaccounted for on the swing. This is the chance for MIBR. Lukowski spammed to death. And Elige, it's going to be so close. But he's got it. Elige keeps the dream alive.
Oh, Lukowski. The pacifist approach. He doesn't want to give it away. He wants to win off clock. And the decision not to peek costs MIBR the close on Ancient. He caught them off guard. Simple again. No more gun in hand. And Lukowski didn't trust the fight. A millisecond difference, 0.4. But Elige drags us into OT. These are the moments you think they're built for. Can they up the ante after an 8-round streak for MIBR? FaZe are back.
They take the pace out of it, but FaZe are the ones considering bringing the fight right now. Ollie's forced them forward. Simple still strikes first and gets out with another kill. They're going to try and test him again. Insani will get past him. Is he ready for a player up close? Yes, he is. This B hold picked apart by the Brazilian star.
No smokes. Gotta fight your way in.
Flash out over on long. Rain is so blind. That's given them room. That's given them the path to get this bomb planted. 3 versus 5 and the gap's still closing with that bomb down. Insani is tagged up. If he can manage even one more, he has played one hell of a part in this round. But he's so low, he's so wounded. How does Insani get out of this with any more? 4 points of health, the spam connects. It comes down to this Molotov. There's no smoke to deny this. It's not going to entirely win you the round, but it certainly puts the pressure on. There is still this kit for Frozen and Elige. The spam has to connect, and it will come through, but the wrong way. Elige denies. FaZe Clan take the first in OT.
Once again, Elige saving them on this B bomb site.
More moves made by FaZe Clan. A late take over this mid control. They're ready for any reaction out of MIBR. Simple scoped in, and that kill arrives for free. Exit takes a jaunt out into Simple's crosshair. And that's the last thing he sees before it fades to black. Lukowski trying to get in up through this B site, but for MIBR, these two solo ventures have both led to certain death.
Revenge is sweet. Through the donut smoke. More opening kills for FaZe. And this T-side AWP might not get to sing here for safe. Hot Water holds his own, and Breno with the bomb. And a retake setup has an option for a kill, but winning this 1v5 is a far cry as FaZe fly in and find their 14th.
I have it.
And this is now a very decisive change and a very decisive tone switch from what we had in regulation. FaZe were the ones constantly playing from the back foot, feeling very constricted in terms of the playbook, feeling like the game was getting away from them on the tail end of an 8-round streak from MIBR. looking to go flawless in OT.
Yeah, they've leveled up. In a series, it feels like it deserves 3. FaZe have other ideas.
In a series where the wins for FaZe, you so often look to this duo of Frozen and Simple. It's great to see Elige being a primary difference maker here in the map that could send them to that next stage. Now that it's confirmed Elige is the only American representation left standing, it's exactly what you want.
Oh, Simple's had the openers 3 rounds in a row. Does he have the closers in this B bomb site? Second shot connects. They're surrounding him. Rampant cave. He's smoked off. There's a bad smoke. It bounces wrong. Simple hits his 3rd. Saving FaZe. The only man in this B bomb site. Simple with a statement. And MIBR sign on the dotted line. Bomb planted on this B site. Simple slinks in for a 4th.
MIBR. They've been in some great positions. They played a very mobile T-side, always keeping FaZe guessing. It was a complex set of issues and problems to solve.
I don't know.
But sometimes a simple solution, 3 kills from this AWP. That's what's required. Insani alone, 1 versus 3, has the lineup. Shots will connect. FaZe might need to pressure him here, but he's out of ammo, out of chances. It's a flawless CT side from FaZe.
Yeah, the knife even comes out. Classic FaZe. Simple with something to say. And the best opportunity they're going to get to end this here and now. 3 match points. The Simple show starts late in the day, but better late than never. Pushed into the wrong position, and even the mid re-clear, the sooner FaZe go, the sooner they get out.
Right before this game, in an interview, Carrigan said, we know their style, we know how they like to play, we're expecting the Wolfpack. And it's that smoke in mid that forced this Wolfpack play that has mispositioned MIBR. 2 more players arriving on the extremities. But Rain locks them in. Keeps them trapped on this island out in middle, never getting to play the final round in Austin. Safe, swinging around the long side, misses his chance on the planter. Will nail it the 2nd time around. It was this guy coming back to life that helped bring MIBR into the conversation on Ancient. He might have to do everything in this retake as very quickly it's building for Safe as the last man standing. Exit arrives, spotted now by the AWP and MIBR. No, in their heart of hearts, as good as it's been, this was 1 step too far. FaZe up into stage 3. They will not fall down 3 times over.